What's going on, everyone? Welcome to my channel. And Blissey is out. I played her for quite some games already, and I'm just gonna give you guys a rundown of how this character is. I think she's very strong, but she's somewhat hard to play, and you really need to rely on your allies. So we'll look at these stats. Offense 1, and yes, she hits like a wet noodle. Endurance 3.5 star is not bad, but honestly you can't expect her to be like tanky as Snorlax or Slowbro. Actually kind of fragile. Well, really depends how opponent, how many opponent hits you. Like, she's okay, she's pretty tanky. Okay, pretty tanky. Mobility is slow, very slow. Scoring is also very slow, I gotta say, but it's fine. I mean, you as a support, you probably want to score when you feel safe to do so. And then support wise, 4.5 star, I feel like it's a 5 star. Very, very strong. So we'll look at the move description here. So in the beginning you have pound here, the top one. We're gonna look at the top one here. 6 seconds. It does a lot of damage. Has the user attack by pounding in the designated direction. It's an AoE. It's not bad, but it's kind of short. Not bad for a starter skill. And now we have Egg Bomb. Egg Bomb is really sick. If you guys haven't checked out my video, you can check it out in the end of the in the outro. I will link that video, and I use the Egg Bomb pretty well. It does AoE damage, and it does stun like a split second to your opponent. And it's a skill shot, so you can kind of choose where to throw, but the downside is that it's pretty slow. You know, it's pretty slow, so you kind of predict where the opponent moves. And then the upgrade to it is also decreases the movement speed of opposing Pokemon for a short time when they are thrown by this move. So it's really good. When it hits, it reduces their skill. So I would say when you are using this skill, it's a range skill, and this is the second support, this is the second healer. So one is a range, right? And this healer unfortunately is a melee attacker. You kind of feel useless, like you're not really helping the team when you don't have a range attack, unfortunately. But again, she's good. I'm gonna elaborate. But if you feel like you're getting out range, you need to pick Egg Bomb. If you feel like your ally is kind of useless, especially when it comes to solo queue, you just can't assume they're gonna do the work. If the other team has like 2 range attackers, sometimes you just feel like you're not really helping the team. So that's when you probably want to choose Egg Bomb. And then also against Pokemons that can, rush at you, maybe Egg Bomb can help stun or whatsoever. Anyway, so we're gonna talk about the next skill here is Helping Hand. For a short time, greatly increases the user's and nearby ally Pokemon's movement speed and basic attack speed. So this is helpful. This is pretty good. If you have a ally that, it's already really fast, use this, make him like super fast. That's good. Or if you feel like they need some help with that attack speed, that also helps. And don't forget that it also increases the basic attack speed. So while this move's effects last, all of the user's basic attacks become boosted attack, which means you get the third hit of the basic attack instead of the first 2 hits. So you do a lot of damage. You help your ally do a lot of damage. Honestly, Helping Hand doesn't really help Blissey herself, because her range is just so poor. But again, if you have a very OP DPS on your team, use this. And this is not just an ally, whoever is in the area, so you can possibly help your team, the whole team. So the upgrade is increases the damage of basic attacks while this move's effects last. So your allies are going to hit really, really hard. Okay, so next we have Heal Pulse at the top. It's just a heal. It doesn't heal a lot. It's kind of bad, and the cooldown is 10 seconds, but whatever. So once you get to upgrade to Soft Boiled, throws an egg to an ally Pokemon, restoring its HP as well as the user's. So this one here, you get to choose the direction where you want to throw. It's a spray AoE. A maximum of 3 uses can be kept in reserve for this move. So you can keep your heal up to 3 times. 3 of them. Store them and then use it when you need to. And there's a 2 seconds cooldown after every time you use. It's really good. It heals a lot when you're at like higher level. It's really OP. Again, you can check out my video to see how much I healed. And the upgrade increases the maximum number of uses that can be kept and reserved for this move. I actually lost count. I did use this quite a lot, but I didn't focus too much. I focused too much on the actual battle, but I think after the upgrade you can store up to 5 times. But correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, Safeguard here. Okay, Safeguard, I feel like it's just not as useful as Soft Boil. Again, there's only 2 healer in the game, so I feel like heal is very, very OP when it comes to team fight. Safeguard is good too. Remove all stats condition from the designated ally Pokemon and makes it immune to hindrances for a short time. So you are going to dispel the debuffs on an ally, you know, whoever is in the area, ally Pokemon. It's really, really OP. And then it makes them, they can't be mobility debuff. It's really good. And when you upgrade, it also grants the designated ally Pokemon a shield. But honestly, from the text, you think, I mean, it's really good. It is really good, especially during team fights. But you really have to, you know, the debate is, does your team fight, you want you want more healing, you want to make sure they stay alive, or you want to make sure they are not being debuffed. Honestly, I'm telling you, at least maximum of 3 reserve before the upgrade, at least 3 healing in 6 seconds. I'm telling you, the Soft Boil is way better. Way better. Safeguard, I've been using it for like 2 games. I just don't see, because I can't visually see the difference, but healing I do. So I would say go for Soft Boil, and so far all the games I've used, Soft Boil helped. But when it comes to Safeguard, not really. So that one, you kind of rely on your allies, you know, but Soft Boil, you feel like you're doing something. That's me. Okay, a Natural Cure, I do believe this is the passive, but only applies on herself. And then next one here, becomes a boosted attack after a set amount of time passes, dealing increased damage. I do believe this is random. Sometimes my 3rd hit is the boosted attack, sometimes my 5th hit or 6th hit. So there is that. And now we'll talk about some build. And in case you guys are first time here, I am a master rank player, and I did play her in master rank, because when I was playing standard, I couldn't choose her. She was picked all the time. But when I played ranked, it was good. I did lose some, I did win some. So okay, now we'll talk about her build. I think her best build would be, okay, so I think Assault Vest is really good on her. When the Pokemon is not in combat, grants a shield that nullifies special attack damage. So I think this suits her very well. She's either buffing, dispelling, removing debuff, healing. She rarely attacks. She does if you're using when you're throwing out the egg. But other than that, the Assault Vest will protect your Pokemon by a special attack. So I would say Assault Vest would be one of the best ones. And then next would be, you don't want any attack. Okay, I think Score Shield is okay, but I think in general, I think this item is not that great. It's okay, but when you're scoring, you probably, as a support, like I said earlier, you want to score when it's safe. But this isn't an option. Body Barrier can't go wrong. Oh, I didn't even talk about her Unite skill. I'll talk about it later. But Body Barrier for sure, 100% you need it. And then I think Flowstone is also good. Other than that, you probably want to use like Focus Band to try to get her to stay alive. So yeah, increases survivability. Focus Band, Body Barrier, Flowstone, and Assault Vest. The other ones are not good on her. They are irrelevant, honestly. Okay, now I'm gonna go back. Before I let you guys go, make sure I cover her Unite skill here. And so her Unite skill is has the user dash to the designated ally Pokemon to give it an egg. So when there are no ally Pokemon, she doesn't dash in. So when she dashes in, granting that Pokemon, so only one Pokemon, a shield, and increasing its attack and special attack for a short time. The user also intercepts a portion of the damage received by the Pokemon for a short time. but you will also push them away and deal damage. The damage is actually not bad. So basically, it's a very strong buff if you have an ally that you want to save. Maybe they're dying, you want to give them a shield, and then boom, they deal massive damage. Very strong character, I would say. Yeah, again, there's only two healers as of right now, like a real supporter. Definitely, I think they will change the meta. These two healer, you either want to use one of them on your team to help you grind. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. If you like what you're watching, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. See you guys next time. Bye bye.